Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this.
Harden has a wide-open look. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Beasley kicks to Ariza. It's stolen by Jefferson. Can't get the heave to fall.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
Rockets trail by 20. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. Kyrie Irving comes in for Richard Jefferson. And it's LeBron in for Matthew Dellavedova. Now a timeout called by Houston. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Corey Brewer's checked in for the Rockets. Here is Harden. .141 left in the first half of basketball. Wide open look. And that's good for two. Harden's got 5.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
And here is Irving. He has 7. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Irving. Three-pointer.
Overall, I haven't seen the same type of success that they initially had from beyond the arc. I think it may be because they're rushing a little bit. They're still getting good looks, but now they've got to make sure their feet are set and they're shooting it with confidence. I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And stolen by LeBron. Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Ariza outside, and there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That is his first foul of the game. 36 seconds left here in the second. Harden kicks to Ariza. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Goes up from the top of the key. Howard with a clean look. And it comes off the front of the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Back to James. And he gets it to go. LeBron's got 10 points in the quarter.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Cavaliers on top, running away with it. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day, a jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor for him.
And Kevin Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
And make you feel good about it.
I appreciate that, Clark.
It's good, Clark.
Cavaliers ball.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
What a game for LeBron. 22 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron James is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Iman Shumpert. Then it's Mozgov. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low.
And guys, you know, we've talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard may be the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
To the paint. Here's Monty Eunice. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Jefferson.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
No good on that one.
And the Rockets were a tough team last year, but at times it really felt like a one-man show. Harden carried them so much for so long. You just have to wonder if it wore him out.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. Kyrie Irving comes in for Jefferson. And LeBron's subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third.
Rockets foul call.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of this game.
In a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Take a look at what Irving's done. He's got 8 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
Here's James. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
The Rockets really having a tough go here. And if carrying the team during the regular season or Harden down, Greg, as you were talking about, it didn't show that much in the playoffs. Harden was phenomenal most, if not Clark, all of the postseason.
I would agree with you, but there also were some other guys for Houston that did step up in the postseason. Howard looked as good as he did before all of his injuries as a case in point. Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Kicks it out to Harden. Here's Beverly. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Capella's checked in. And it's KJ McDaniels in for Trevor Ariza.
At the line for the Rockets.
Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin, but you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
Kicks it to Beverly. Beyond the arc. Right wing for the 3. And the shot is good. Beverly's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open. And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
Here's Harden.
Cavaliers foul
And 2
called.
free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his second personal
The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP and a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest. And I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
Back to James. The Rockets pull it in.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Jason Terry is checked in for Houston. Then for the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Jefferson comes in for Kyrie Irving, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for James. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for the Rockets. Brewer comes in for McDaniels. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division, and as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs, but the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
And he gets it to go.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Frye.
That athletic.
Yeah. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what?
Man.
That man can climb a ladder.
They get it again. This is to Beverly. Terry kicks to Brewer. Kicks it out to Beasley. And some nice passing there by Houston. Back to Terry. And 1:01 left in the 3rd. There's the triple. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mozgov's got 6 rebounds now in the game. LeBron, no luck. Rockets trailed by 19. Left side, Terry. LeBron with the block. Irving attacking. Here's Thompson. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
There's 31 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Beverly against Thompson. Offensive rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Mozgov. Excellent D there from Beasley. And as we conclude the... And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know.